age and go sit the down somewhere.
FBI, open up!
Now, by now, y'all have heard that Diddy stepped down from Revolt amid the Cassie case and all of these women coming out of nowhere saying Diddy did this to me way back in the day. Now you got Diddy's bodyguard coming out. Everybody got a target on Diddy, and I guess that forced him and Revolt to part ways temporarily, all right? Now his homeboy, who was accused of having his back a little too tough, Joe Budden, actually spoke on this, and I'm not gonna lie, Joe went hard. Let's see what he had to say. Make sure you like the video and subscribe.
I'm done. Puff stepped down, right?
He did.
Yes.
He did.
That happened while we were recording.
Stepped down from Revolt.
Unsurprising.
Yeah. I'm not surprised.
Part of course.
Yeah. That's true.
This move was as expected. And he need to go sit down. He need to go sit down. Like, it's time.
Go chill up.
It's time.
Yeah.
Like, you've done a lot.
And you're rich. You
This
can
is
go
what
chill out
happens
somewhere.
when you stay at the party too long. This is what happens when you stay at the party too long.
Good point.
Like, people kept questioning my role in some of them parties and the Puffs. The Puffs throw a hell of a party, right? But the truth of the matter is, when he get into that other bag, that's not my bag, right? So when it's a whole bunch of young girls around, that ain't the party for me. When there's a whole bunch of other shit going on, that's just not the party. Sometimes it's just time. Sometimes it's time. The young people, is good to have them around so you can soak up game and learn from. But then outside of that, no, the young girls, the young crowds, no. And this is to hip hop. No. Don't wear out your welcome. Age and go sit the down somewhere. Be your age.
All right. Now, when Joe was talking about Diddy, it actually reminded me of the stuff he said to Drake when his album came out a couple of months ago, right? He told Drake to start acting his age and stop bragging about messing with 25-year-olds. And that seems to be his same advice for Diddy. Now, I remember when Joe said that about Drake, people said, hold on, Joe. Don't act like you don't be messing with 25-year-olds. And I'm going to say that in this same situation. Hold on, Joe. Don't act like we don't see you in the mix on Instagram hitting that like.
Yeah, boy, out, man.
Sniffing. Okay, I'm not saying you was doing anything other than following and liking a picture, but that's a thing in Hollywood. And not even Hollywood, but in hip-hop, where you see, well, honestly, in entertainment in general, right? Where you see older celebrities hanging around or communicating with younger women. And we can have a conversation about that, but that's not the issue with Diddy per se. It ain't just about young girls. It's about, or what he's being accused of is using his money and fame to take advantage of and be disrespectful towards women. And that's the issue that's going on right now. Because that seems to be the overall theme about all of these allegations against all of these rich guys. Hey, he's super rich and he feels like he can act or do anything he wants to because he has money and he feels like he can control me with that money. And that's the issue. It's not about partying. It's not about you messing with girls that's years younger than you. It's more about trying to control and abuse your power when you have that much wealth, okay? So, you know, I hear Joe, and I guess a lot of people will be glad that he finally took a stance against Diddy, but at the end of the day, I think the naysayers will still say, a little too late, Joe. Maybe you should have said this last week. You know what I'm saying? And now you're going to say it when he finally jumps down from Revolt. Oh, now you want to speak against Diddy? It's going to be people out there saying that. That's why I said it didn't really matter what he said last week, because people were going to try to bring up his past and say, Joe Budden, what about your allegations? I saw Tasha K doing the same thing. So to me, if I was Joe, I would have just spoke out against Diddy last week, because it don't matter what you say. the people are still going to come at you. He said he didn't say anything about Diddy for legal reasons and he wanted to protect the show, but you still got backlash regardless. So you might as well have just had this strong stance against anything that has to do with women being abused like you usually have, because I've noticed since Joe started doing the podcast, he's like the spokesman for anything wrong that happens to women. He tries to be. And I think that's why a lot of people was like, hold on, Joe, now you switching it up for Diddy? And I don't think because he spared Diddy last week, his relationship with Diddy got stronger. If you ask me, Diddy ain't speaking to nobody, especially in media, about what's going on, or he not answering no texts from a lot of people. He's probably spending his time with his family and with his own thoughts, all right? But y'all let me know what y'all think about this. Make sure you like the video and subscribe. I will see y'all next time. Peace.